Is 8:15, and it's time to bring in Tim Wood, the plan advisor, Medicare, Life, and Safe Money Retirement Made Easy, and another episode of Insurance Ain't Sexy.
It's time now for another episode of Insurance Ain't Sexy.
Ew! That's yucky.
And neither are these guys. Here's Tim, and Carl.
Ew!
A young newlywed Russian couple was on vacation visiting Red Square in Moscow on Christmas Eve in the late 80s when they started to notice a slight precipitation falling. "I think it's raining," said the young man. "No, it's snowing," replied his wife. After a few minutes of heated debate, they came across the local communist officer, Comrade Rudolph, and decided to ask him. The man stepped up and asked, "Comrade Rudolph, is it raining or snowing?" The officer looked around for a moment and replied, "Definitely raining," before walking off. The young man then turned to his wife with a big smile and said, "See, he agreed with me. And well, Rudolph the Red knows rain, dear."
No.
That's pretty good. Ho, ho, ho. That ain't sexy. Yeah, even Santa chimed in on that one there, Tim Wood.
It ain't sexy, and neither is insurance.
That's right. And, speaking of reindeers, which reindeer helps you keep your bathroom clean? How about that one?
I don't know.
That would be Comet, of course.
Nice.
Comet, of course. And you know why Rudolph was chosen to lead the sleigh, don't you?
No.
Because he knows better than the other reindeer.
Yeah. Well, most people don't know Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer actually has a brother, Randolph the Brown-Nosed Reindeer. He can run just as fast as Rudolph. He just can't stop as quick.
Jeez, that's not Santa Claus. That's me.
This has been another exciting episode of Insurance Ain't Sexy.
Ew! That's yucky.
And neither was that. Brought to you by the Plan Advisor. Insurance ain't sexy. So contact the Plan Advisor today and get the best rates and coverage available anywhere. Guaranteed for Medicare, life insurance, and safe money retirement planning. Now that is sexy. The Plan Advisor. Medicare, life, and safe money retirement made easy.
All right, I guess that's enough of the reindeer.
Yes, indeed.
For this segment.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I believe Carl may have a question for you, Tim Wood.
Excellent.
Yeah, Tim. Kelly from Gate City sent this one in, and here's the question. When I move my retirement out of a 401k and into a fixed annuity to protect it, do I have to pay taxes on it when I move it? And if not, when would that happen? Good question.
That is a good question. Well, the simple answer, there's a simple and a complex answer. The simple answer, Kelly, is you do not have to pay taxes right when we move it. It's an option that we have to look at with each individual, and it really depends on the situation. Most of the time, clients decide to use what's called a 1035 exchange. And all that is we essentially are moving the money from one account to another, which would be from, I believe you said you had a 401k. So it would be from your 401k into the fixed annuity. And there would be no taxes due. Basically, the taxes wouldn't be due until you started taking distributions from that annuity, and we can set that up, whenever in the future, or it could start immediately. That's, once again, these products are really, you can customize them a lot. Now, there is the option, and some people are considering this, of going ahead and paying the taxes on whatever is accumulated in that 401k now. Because you can do a little bit of research and you can see that we are at historically low tax rate. So some people are considering, let me go ahead and take the hit now, and now this is what they call non-qualified money, which means it can't be taxed again. So, it basically you can take care of it now, and then all of that you don't ever have to worry about paying tax on. Now, you would have to pay tax on any gains. That's capital gains, obviously. But basically that's your two options. So no, you don't have to. The second part of your question, I think was when would that happen?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do it now, it would happen when you take the distributions, whenever that is. If you start immediately, then basically it would every time you took a little bit of money out, whether it's monthly, annually, whatever you did, that's when the taxes would be paid.
All right, good question, good answer there. Hope Kelly got those clarified for her. Let's move over to Bristol, and we have another question here for you, Tim. And this is from Roger. And Roger asks, he says, I need to add some life insurance to help protect my family in case something ever happens to me because I'm the sole provider for them. How can I know I'm getting the best rate and coverage available?
That's a good one. Actually, I get this question more often than you would think.
I was going to say, I bet you do.
Yeah, and the answer for this one is very simple. Very simple. Basically, the way insurance companies work, this is just a 10,000-foot overview, obviously. There's two different types of agents. There's what's called a captive agent, and then there's an independent agent. A captive agent is kind of exactly what it sounds like. Now, there are some hybrids of this out there now, but for the most part, like I said, I'm dealing at 10,000 feet here. A captive agent would work for a singular company like Humana or United or whoever. They'd work for one company. There's also life insurance companies with reps out there, just those particular companies. And in some cases, that's all they can sell. Now, there are some hybrids out there where there's some companies that you can sell a few other companies with. But for the most part, if you're a captive agent, that's all you can sell. So if you speak to a captive agent, there's no way for you to know if you're getting the best rates or options available simply because that's all that one person can sell. Now, an independent agent, which is what the plan advisor is, you can go literally to any company in the market. So if you live in Tennessee and you're looking at life insurance, there's a certain number of companies that are licensed in Tennessee to sell life insurance. Well, an independent can pretty much go to pretty much all of them. So that's the difference, is go to an independent agent that can essentially represent you and show you all of the options out there. That's one of the things that the plan advisor does, is basically we operate with complete transparency. It's full documentation of everything we're talking about. You get access to get all of your questions answered before anything. That's why the Tri-Cities trust us.
And very good, and certainly find out the best options, the best rates, as Roger was wanting to know about, and good to go to an independent. Hey, if you're looking at it from 10,000 feet, I bet you might run into Rudolph up there.
I might, yeah. I'd love to meet him. I really would. He's cool.
Yeah, I hear he's a little nosy, but other than that, he's okay. He's okay. But anyway, Tim Wood, the plan advisor. Now, you mentioned folks being able to get all the answers and the information, and there's a number of ways they can do that, right?
There is. We've made it very simple, and the easiest way, first of all, is you can give us a call anytime. We can get your questions answered and get you information and, start. Basically, the first thing we do, I'll just tell you, is what's called a fact finder. Mm-hmm. And it's about a 10-minute meeting where we just find out exactly where you are, what you're looking to accomplish, and then from there, we can start putting together some plans for you to look at, that will help you accomplish your goals. Anyway, you can call us on, that's the easiest way, 423-262-7919. That's 262-7919. Or if you're online, the easiest way to do online is just go to theplanadvisor.com. We have got a ton of information on that website. We've got live chat, so if you've just got a real quick question, you can chat it. We've got someone that will answer it pretty much right away. You can set an appointment right from the website, and there's all kinds of downloadable information on the website that you can download, get questions answered, all that kind of stuff. So we've made it really easy with the website. So it's 423-262-7919 or theplanadvisor.com, and we'll be happy to help anyone.
There you go. Are you doing a little more virtual these days with the pandemic going on?
We are, Tim. Yeah. Actually, I would say probably right now, I haven't done the numbers, but I'd guess about 75%.
Wow.
A lot of people, and that's a lot of that is just over the phone. There's been some video, but a lot of once again, a lot of this we can do right over the phone and either old-fashioned postal service mail or email. We don't even have to be in person for signatures. I mean, we can do all of this stuff virtually.
All right, very good. Tim Wood, the Plan Advisor, Medicare, Life, and Safe Money Retirement Made Easy. Remember, insurance ain't sexy, but saving money and getting the best rates available anywhere certainly is. All right, Tim, we appreciate it as always. Great information. That's what you give us, and we'll talk to you next week.
Appreciate it. Look forward to it.